Hi, this is Kathy for Trans by Deaf, and today I'm out on a beautiful winter day in the piney woods of East Texas, enjoying a beautiful sunny afternoon, and I thought this would be the perfect place for me to make a video. This week, the topic is, what is your experience with stealth? When are you stealth, and when are you not? To me, as time has passed, this has become less and less and less of an issue to me. When I first started, I wanted to be stealth 100% of the time. After I'd come out at work and all the people at work knew me, and I had come out everywhere that I possibly could, and just started to live as a woman, the only place that I really have chosen to remain very stealth is at church, and that is because many of the teachings there at church do not go along with the idea of transgender people, and it is not a very supportive environment for transgender people. So rather than create issues and create situations which I don't want to face, it's just easier not to tell people that I am transgender. It's just to go there and act as a woman, dress as a woman, and go around as a woman, and be as stealth as possible, not bring up that fact. Every now and again, someone there will bring up the point that I am transgender, but I just kind of let that go and let that kind of ride off, and let things kind of slowly uh, work themselves out. The rest of my life, I am very open, and if you ask me if I'm transgender, I will tell you I'm transgender. I will go and talk about being transgender and be an advocate for transgender rights, just like I am here on Trans by Deaf, and help other people who are transitioning. So for the most part, I tend to be very open. The thing that I have found as I passed, I would say about the 2-year mark of transition, is that I just go about my life as a woman and oftentimes don't even think about being transgender. I think of me as a woman, and unless somebody that's in the workplace or somebody makes a comment or someone asks a question, I just live as a woman, and that tends, in some cases, because of my becoming more and more comfortable with being a woman, tends to have me live in kind of a stealth mode, really. A mode of being a transgendered woman, but without really talking about it every minute of the day, working on it every minute of the day. And I have a feeling as I go further and further into transition, further and further away from that transition date, that that mode or that thought or that way of operating will become more and more commonplace. And I think that's why many of the people who are transgender, after a few years of transitioning, they no longer consider themselves really transgender. They consider themselves a woman. They go on living as a woman, acting as a woman, and unless somebody brings the point up, you don't think about it. And that's the way I am at work and in my community and where I am. Unless someone brings it up and makes a comment or asks a question, I go about the concerns, the stresses, and the daily routine that I'm in, rather than think about, am I passing, are they reading me, are any of those things happening, because I have been transgender for long enough for that to be the case. And I suspect when you get to be like some of our other hosts, like Jenna, that's been transgender for a lot of years, she thinks of herself as a woman, and she doesn't feel confronted with, am I going to hide being transgender or not? You are the person that you are and the person that you have become. So that's my take on stealth. Uh, Unless someone really brings it up at work when I'm working hard every day, I don't think about it. The only place I intentionally avoid it is at church, and that's because of some of the teachings that are at church. Well, that's my story for today. Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos by Trans by Deaf, join our channel, and I will see you again next week. Bye.